fellow audience, honorable guests. My apology earlier, I was no-show somewhere in the washroom, trying to prepare myself what I'm going to speak, because I have my friend Donna Cardoza. He set the record very high, so I was sort of, trying to get myself ready. But anyway, I'd like to thank Juanita for inviting me to speak, and it's my pleasure to speak. The first time that I know Juanita, that was 4 years ago, and when I was trying to form the York Region Parent Association. It was the first meeting. I tried to get more people involved, and she showed up. At the time, I had no idea who she is, and later I find out she's the school trustee, and at the same time, she's one of the most popular trustee with 8,000 plus votes, more than anybody else. And then I start thinking, this young lady, how does she do that? And then I told her what I need in terms of what we are trying to do. And then the next thing that I know, she bring in a few friends of her, including people like Lamala Armstrong, Joseph Ramisa, Donna Cardoza. And since then, the York Region Parent Association was able to kick off. And without her, we may have a lot of stumbling blocks. So since then, we have engaged in many different projects together. But one of the projects that was especially impressed me is like 2 years ago, Toronto School Board came up with a census result suggesting there's a lot of kids, or not a lot of kids, plenty kids, they have some mental stress about the future. And also their work, their homework, and the academic side. So I talked to Juanita, maybe we should do some parenting for teenage, and in particular in the mental area. So we invite 2 psychiatrists. Actually, they're pretty experienced. So we have a pretty good backdrop. But Joseph and I was thinking, how do we get the people? How do we get the audience? So we start talking to Juanita. And Juanita came up with a plan. Actually, there was a practical plan. At the time, I didn't know. She was saying that maybe we should get one of the middle school, one of those schools that have more students have a stress issue. And a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of days, I can't remember. So she come up to high school, and here we go. So we launched the project, probably in a short time, less than 2 months, right? And then when it come closer to the event, our attendance, RSVP is not as great. So I talked to Juanita, what do we do? She said, don't worry, people will come. And I was puzzling, Joseph and I was puzzled, right? So we scratch our head, but we continue with our effort. And then on the day of the event, I couldn't realize what happened. We saw flocks of parents coming in. And I think, if I recall, the room is the size of this room. And then we are all packed. So what does the story tell you? The story tells you Juanita is a person with experience. She knows what students need. So that's her strength. And the other things that I get her, without her, I didn't get to go Namala, and I didn't get to know Joseph Ramisa, and I didn't get to know Donna Cardoza. And these friends, these people, these are ideal leaders, community leaders, and what I call them, they are pillar of the community. And without Juanita, I won't be able to connect to them. And that's what we call the meaningful engagement, as said in some of the platform. So to that, I thank you for Juanita, and that was the preparation of my speech while I was away in the toilet. Yeah. But I want to take this opportunity to encourage all of you. What Juanita is a person with experience, and she is able to pull the community together. And I can't remember how many numerous occasions in school board, in the community. Sometimes we are head to head, but many times we are shoulder to shoulder, putting through our advocacy, putting the student first, putting the community first. To that, I encourage all of you, every single one of you, if you're in Ward 7 or 8, do support, continue to get Juanita re-elected. And hopefully this time, she's going to exceed, 12,000 or 14,000. So please, continue to support. Tell your friend to support her. Thank you.